Hello everyone, and welcome back to another session of Dark Souls 2 PvP and another weapon showcase. This time I am using the Dragonslayer's Crescent axe, which you can pick up after the Ruined Fork Road on the way to Draiglake Castle. Now this weapon, I really enjoyed this thing a lot. It's a really fun weapon to use, and it's really actually very easy to use. At least I felt as though it was very easy to use. Now, getting started with the weapon, the Dragonslayer's Crescent axe requires 18 strength and 12 dexterity in order to wield. It has a C scaling in strength and an E in dexterity, as well as a C in lightning. The physical base damage of this weapon is 200, the lightning base damage is 60, and my attack rating with the weapon is 449 with a Ring of Blades plus 2. The counter strength of the weapon is 110, the poise damage is 30 per hit, and the weight is 7 units. Now, I did not use a lightning-infused version of this axe for a few reasons. When you actually do infuse this weapon with lightning, it really doesn't do much for its attack rating. The attack rating when infused for me would have been only a difference of 15 points, and it would only bring the C scaling in lightning to a higher tier of C. And the other scalings also just drop down to a lower tier of their respective scaling. So it's still going to be C, E, and C. It's just lower tier, and higher tier, but not enough to make a huge difference in the damage output. You know, it really wasn't worth it to me, and as such, I decided it would be best to not waste any of my bolt stone, because I actually only had 2 left. So there's that. That was actually the second reason I didn't want to use the other bolt stone. You know, it is what it is. So, anyway, it really doesn't need the infusion. The damage output on this weapon really is pretty great, and its ability to combo is truly fantastic. Now, with this weapon, I found that doing combos I was able to build up damage very fast with them, because, you know, they just come so naturally with it. You know, just R1, R1, R2, 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 jump attack, you know. Just stuff like that, it just comes so naturally with this weapon. It's just something I did without really even thinking about it. And, you know, it was a good time. I would have to say that the biggest pro of the weapon actually would be its ability to combo and how natural it feels when doing it. It's just, I did it without even thinking about it. And usually I need to somewhat think about my combos. I mean, I don't usually do them randomly without thinking about them. Another good pro of this weapon, which I would also say is very, very, very close to being the biggest pro, would be how good this weapon is at chasing people down. The rolling attacks have amazing tracking, and its running attacks are fantastic as well for chasing people down. Combine those two, you can alternate between the two. People really will have a hard time getting away from you if they are, you know, trying to run away. Because you can just run at them with a one-handed running attack, smack them, then they'll try and roll. You can do a rolling attack right then as they try and roll, and you'll smack them again. Just chase them down and rinse, repeat. It just works so well, and it's, again, a very natural process with this weapon. The range on it, it does leave a bit to be desired, but of course it is an axe class weapon, so you know, it is what it is. And I would actually have to say that the range would definitely be the biggest con of the weapon. That's really not a big con at all, guys. That's really pretty much nothing. I mean, with such a good damage output, such a good poise damage as well, the ability to chase people down as easily as this thing can, having combos that come so naturally, having a somewhat short reach is really not a big deal by any stretch of the imagination. I mean, it's not like it's going to completely, you know, harm the way that you have to play with the weapon. I mean, it's an axe. There's only so many ways you can play with an axe, right? So, overall, I'd have to say that if you have not picked up this weapon, definitely do it. If you're on a faith build, this is one weapon that you will definitely want to try out. It is truly fantastic, a great alternative for some of the more common faith weapons, and, you know, it's nice to be able to mix things up sometimes. This weapon really does allow for that, and as such, I really enjoyed it. So, I really don't actually have anything else to say. There are 2 fights left after this, so I'm actually going to take this moment to address something that I've noticed on the channel a bit recently. A few of you have mentioned that you're a bit worried that I will be streaming more than uploading. Well, I do have a set streaming schedule. Yes, I do have that. But on the days that I'm not streaming, I'm recording, guys. I am recording. I've got a lot of weapon showcases in the works right now. There are quite a few that are actually waiting for commentary, and I've just been a little bit lazy with that. So don't worry about it, guys. They are coming. And I know there are a lot of showcase requests out there. Just give me some time, guys. I'll get to all of the weapons in this game eventually. I can't do 7 in one day. It's not like it works like that, guys. And I get easily about 20 requests for weapons per day. So just cool it with that, guys. I'm going to get them done when I can. Anyway, this is the last fight. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.